Hello you guys, and welcome back to the second video in using an altered composition book for a journal. So today is a fun day. We're going to be making the cover to our journal. So I wanted to pull out some, ever since I started using composition books, which I think was about a year or maybe 2 years ago. I have the dates on here. It might have been a year ago. Yeah, I started in 2021 using altered books. So before that it was a Traveler's Notebook. But I wanted to show you guys just a couple of samples of covers. This was my October cover last year. And if you can see right here, I put my dates. I don't know if you can see it. But this one was mid, so it didn't go all the way to October 31st. I know I talked about yesterday that I really wanted my journal to be just be all of October. Isn't that fun? Jingle jingle. Look at this cute little trim. My friend Nancy Jo gave that to me. It's little bats, you guys. It's so cute. Pom-pom bats. Adorable. So, anyway, yeah, so I just wanted to kind of quickly show you guys the cover, and then we'll be making our cover for our journal. So this was last year's October. This was, oh, okay, so this was December 2020. I started in December, end of December. This was summer. Got the mermaid on it. This is actually a bigger composition book too, so that was different than the rest of them. This one, which has my little unicorns on there. I'm trying to think if this is one that's from no, this must have been another one I picked up somewhere else. This is one of my cutest sayings that I love. When someone said I lived in a fantasy world, I almost fell off my unicorn. Yes, indeed. So that was, this was just a month and a half journal in that one. And let me put these down. Then, of course, this is my Christmas one, and I think this one might have been when I first started doing, I don't think this was last year's. Okay, so actually I started in December of 2020 because I used a composition book for my December daily. So, and that was one that I painted the cover to, and then you guys saw this one yesterday. This is like the one before I'm using now, and then here's another one for the time before that. And this one was pretty fun because I made it at Sweetberry Tart Camp. It's a camp that, like a little overnight retreat. And it's all material covered, which was fun. And then, of course, I put some glitter, some little star glitter on there, and finished off. So this is where the fun begins because, well, it all is fun, but you get to use your creativeness and use, sorry, my cat is over here. You can use whatever you want. So this is my current journal, and what I did was I took out, so this is our our October journal. I uploaded a bunch of printables of my artwork on my in my shop. So these are 2 of them that are uploaded. I couldn't decide which one that I wanted to go with, but I wanted to let you guys know that I think I have like 6 art pieces where you can purchase and print them out. So if you wanted to add some of my artwork to your cover, they're available. So, yeah, so let's go ahead and, I don't know why I'm gearing more towards the owl, but I printed this out on sticker paper, so it'll be easier to adhere. And I'm actually going to be sealing this. Sometimes I don't seal the cover. For example, the one I'm currently in, and of course the one that has material, and the one that I painted, I did not put tape on them. But this one I'm going to be using packing tape to seal it in. And the reason I do that is because is this cat. Okay, so I have to tell y'all about the cat in just a minute. But it's kind of it's a young cat, and my daughter brought it home a while back, and I guess we've had her for a year, maybe a year and a few months, and she's very in your face, and she's been really kind of standoffish, you know, but lately now she's like all in me, all about me, because I'm up late and I feed them and everything, and so, but sometimes it drives me crazy because I'm just like, okay, you're in my bubble, kitty cat. You need to back off. Oh, I really like that one though, too. So, yeah. Decisions. This is my pumpkin patch. And if you look closely, if you look at the artwork, each piece of material, every piece is made of paper. So, like all these pumpkins are cut little pieces of paper. And then I do a mixed media where I kind of paint over them. And then I do some ink work. So, I'm looking in the camera right now to see which one. The owl just says Halloween to me. So I think I'm going to go with that one, even though I love this one. But I can use that one. I can use that print inside my book. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit of... Okay, she went away. I feel bad, but I'm filming, kitty. I think I'm going to add some back color to it just to give it a little bit of layering and just so it kind of pops a little bit. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. It's weird because on the last one you saw the kitty cat. I mean, the last journal, that was a cat. That was my Cheshire cat, by the way. It had the black background too. This is more like almost like a dark navy background though. I don't know if it will actually, I guess it kind of goes, but let's see here. I actually kind of like those, what do you call it, the sunflowers. See, but I think that might be just, you know, I don't mind busy, but what does this yellow look like? No. Let's go see. With the orange, too much orange. We need it. Oh, there it is. We need more of a contrast. Okay. Nope, not seeing anything. Ooh, that's pretty too. That's kind of pretty. I like that. Let's try that one out and see. I love it because it's fall. I was going to tell you about these papers too. I got them at the Hoblobs, the Hobby Lobby, and they were on sale. So I've got a whole pack of them that I can use throughout the next few months. So I found this when I've been trying to organize my room, and I found this. Here's a napkin. That may actually... You guys, we're going to be using some napkins in our book too. See, it looks better with the black. More of a black behind there. But I love using napkins in my journals. I think that will do it right there. See? Yay! I actually was thinking about using almost like a... This is really kind of busy. But I'm all about contrast here. Doesn't have to always be like matchy. But I was thinking about also using... I love something about brown paper bags in the fall. I also like that. But we're going to go with the black. Okay. So, with the glossy top, sometimes I'll sand it down, but since we're going to be especially like if I was going to paint this, I would kind of do like a, you can take like even a file, like a fingernail file or something, and just sand it over, and then I would put gesso to get it ready to paint, and that way your paint doesn't peel off if you use craft paint. But since we're going to be sealing this in, I'm okay with going straight forward. And actually it might work out just fine gluing it down, but I just like, sometimes when it's glossy like that, it's so. This is where my little roller comes in handy too, just to get it, those edges down. And then I'm just going to peel this thing off here. And you'll notice on the some of my journals I put my name. I kind of like that. I think it's kind of like, you know, owning your journal. I don't know. It's just kind of fun to do that. So I think I'll do that on this one too. And I have these. These are from Dollar Tree. They're those little paper, craft paper tags. These are so handy for adding like backgrounds. Put it right here. And I looked for some lettering, and I have this lettering. I don't know, but it doesn't really go with this, I don't think. Maybe it's a turquoise. If I didn't have the turquoise in there, maybe. But we're just gonna write it out. So I got my permanent marker here, and there. We can make it a little bit more scripted by just kind of, I took a handwriting class, you guys. I am not, believe me, I do not know how to do all the fancy handwriting. But one way she said that you can get away with like making your handwriting look good is just to do the downstroke, make it a little bit thicker. So I do that quite a bit just to kind of make it a little bit more defined. Then put this back. I think I'm going to add like a sticker. And this is where you guys can get like really fun. You can do collage work. You can add photos. Oh, another thing I thought of is I had picked up some cards. You could add like this cute owl, would have been so cute on there too as a cover. And it's got the foil action going there. So many endless possibilities that it's almost to the point where you're like, I want to do so much and I don't know what to do. But you can make them for friends. But I picked these up. I think these are from last year. And I just thought they were so cute. And I thought, I'm going to add these to my cover. Boo. I love Boo. Boo Boo. Anytime I see Boo, I think of Brazos because we call her Brazos Boo Boo, you know. So. Okay. Well, there we have it. Yay. Okay. So my next step, and actually, you know, feeling this, I'm not too concerned with it coming off, but I typically carry my journal with me, and so I have a tendency to really be rough on them because they go in my bag, and so I like to make sure that I secure them pretty good. So we're going back to the paper, and I think I'm going to use this because I really like that darker darker color there. I'm just looking at the other ones in here. And if you definitely have some more, like, I know I have some, I haven't really brought out my Halloween items yet. But I'm going to seal this in since I'm going to be putting over, I'm going to be putting my tape on top. I wanted to go ahead and add this cover. Now, I thought about, I haven't made my, I always add a BBG girl, which if you're new to my channel, I put out stickers every month. And I use, see, it's crooked, you guys. I'm going to look the other way though, because we're going to be covering that up. But oh, look at me, I put things away. But so I haven't made mine for October yet, so I'm not going to be able to, unless I can get it done this week and we can work on it. But for now, I'm just going to move forward, like, because usually at the beginning of every month, I would put one of my girls in as an intro. Let me show y'all real quick. So I feel like, let's see, did I do? Yeah, we have one here. So I would always put a calendar, which we're going to come back and do that. But I have a lot of videos on setting up my intro. But this is the BBG girl, and she's a big brave girl, which means, you know, she's a bigger sticker. So, but I haven't made mine for October yet. So, but I'll try to get her done this week. There's no promises. Okay, so I have my cover in here, and this is where I'm going to come in and add. This will be next video up, but we're going to finish off the cover. We're going to add some tape, clear tape, and then I'm going to show you, I do a red book binding just because that's kind of what I do with all of my journals. And the reason I do that is because I write the date on them, so when they're sitting on the shelf, I have the date right there. And I'm just going to trim this edge off here because it folded over. So, and it also kind of seals that if you were doing a cover, like especially if you're doing like collage work or something, this seals it in. I feel like it just kind of gives it like a little protective. And I know you can use you could use contact paper, you could use, I know they make clear kind of covers that you can use, tape, but this is what I had on hand, and it works for me, so. That's pretty much it. Easy peasy, right? But play around with your cover. Get it creative. I could have added like stickers all over, which now I'm sitting here thinking that would have been really fun. But and a lot of times too is for the cover, just depending. The closer I get to the holidays, the less time I know I'm going to have. Whoops. So I like to get my cover made up fairly quickly. Kind of made that one too long. But throughout your entire journaling process, because a lot of times, you know, these journals will last you a while. You could make this you could just be adding as you go along. And make it a collage of like what you're doing. Like, for example, if I was, say I used one of these, I wish I did have a journal for my New York trip that I did over the summer. I could have like started adding like different things, like some stickers from my trip, or photos, or anything like that. And you guys, I moved my stuff around. Let me see if I can find my tape. Okay. Well. I changed my art room around a little bit and I can't find my tape. So we'll come back and finish it off with the tape on the edge once I don't want to be looking for it while I'm on film here. And we'll come off and finish it off. So let me see if I can find it real quick. Alright, I found it. Go figure, I had it underneath my paint. Don't know why I put it there. Sometimes I laugh at myself because I told a friend of mine, sometimes I get on my own nerves because I put things away and I can't find it. Okay. So this is bookbinding tape. Again, this is just for, now if I was actually, to be honest with you, if I took my whole book apart, this is really handy because it kind of seals in, you know, when I do the sewing. But since I'm not really doing the sewing on this one, I feel like this is going to be just fine as far as the binding goes. But I do this also because I'm making a hot mess of it right now, is because I like to write on my spine the dates. And actually you could use a white paint pen, but I use a permanent marker on this and it works out perfectly. That way when it's sitting on the shelf you have the dates. I'm just going to trim it off here. And they come in different colors. And one year, what my whole goal was, is that one year I was going to do red, the next year I was going to do yellow. Well, when I went to go buy the yellow, they were out. So I bought brown, and I'm like, oh, for a colorful person, it just didn't work for me. So there you have it. And then it's going to get really chubby, and we're going to write October on there, October 2022. So, alright you guys, well y'all have fun making your covers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.